speak to us now. The last speaker, I promise you.
Martin.
Okay, I don't need to tell the people gathered here about the pain that and suffering that we're seeing happen to the Palestinian people. It's something we can't really imagine. Isabella Hamad, the British Palestinian writer, writes, "To remain human at this juncture is to remain in agony. Let us remain there. It's the more honest place from which to speak." I'm not comparing our pain, watching the suffering, with the pain of the Palestinians, but it is pain all the same. What I want to say is that we need to take that pain and we need to take our rage and we need to point it in the right direction. I think there are millions of people feeling this pain and rage, but too many don't believe there's anything they can do. And it's with this understanding that we've started a new campaign. Sheffield was the first local authority to declare itself an apartheid-free zone in 1981. I went to see Nelson Mandela's grandson, Mandela Mandela, speak in Sheffield, and he spoke in detail about how the work done in Sheffield was really important in terms of breaking South African apartheid. We now need to create an apartheid-free zone in Sheffield, this time against Israeli apartheid. We've started our campaign in Sharrow. What we're doing is we're knocking on doors and asking people to sign a pledge to boycott Israeli goods. We're also asking them to sign a letter to local shopkeepers, asking them not to stock Israeli goods. The idea is that we apply community pressure to shopkeepers and at the same time we apply community support to shopkeepers that are boycotting. Our campaign is inspired by the Bristol apartheid-free zone. The core of our campaign is knocking on doors. We believe that face-to-face contact is very important because we want to embed ideas about how to fight for Palestinian liberation into the heart of the community. If you were to just watch the news, you could easily believe that people don't care about what's happening. But what we're finding is that people really care very deeply about what's happening to the Palestinian people. We've had a number of teams out knocking on doors over the last few weeks, and what we're finding is that people are crying out to support our campaign. I think people can be overwhelmed by the scale and horror of what's going on. The genocide they're watching, it can feel like it's impossible to do anything about it. What we are doing by knocking on doors and having a face-to-face conversation with people is giving them a simple way to start fighting against the genocide. It's a way to take their pain and rage and point it and organise it in the right direction. We believe that we can start small with a community-based campaign and build it into something bigger, into a mass movement over the country. We're starting in Sharrow, but long term our aim is to knock on every door in Sheffield. So far, when we've knocked on doors and when we've asked people, well over half the people we've talked to have agreed to sign our pledge. We're finding people keen to join our campaign. We're asking people to put a poster in the window, a beautiful poster designed by a Palestinian woman who lives in Gaza. Walking around Sharrow, please hold it up, Walking around Sharrow, we're starting to see streets where there are loads of posters in people's windows. This helps to build an atmosphere of an apartheid-free zone. Now we need your help to build this movement, to deepen and broaden the campaign for Palestinian liberation. We want you to come and knock on doors with us. We need people to help us with us, where am I? We will always pair people up to knock on doors when they're new, if they're not confident. And what we find is that after knocking on a few doors, most people think, I feel happy to do it myself. I'm confident that anyone who does join us will find it very rewarding experience. We all are finding that. We're aware that some people may not feel that knocking on doors is for them. We have other things that we want people to do. We need people to help us with our social media. We could do with someone to help us build a website. We need people to help raise money for resources, and we need people to stuff envelopes and deliver our materials. We found the experience so far really inspiring, and it's good to have a direction in which to point your pain and outrage. Think about joining us, even if it's just an hour, to try it out. How do you find us? I have leaflets. We have an Instagram account. It's called Sheffield Apartheid Free Zone. Our next door knocking session is this Wednesday at 6:30, and we're meeting outside Nether Edge Pizza Company. Just turn up. We will be very glad to see you. Get involved, help us create an apartheid-free zone in Sheffield, and be part of building a movement for Palestinian liberation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. One of the most important campaigns, boycott, as everybody emphasized. And now we finish the speakers. I'd like to invite Annie to announce a few announcements. Thank you very much.